Good evening, fellow punchers. Mickey D back with you. The clock on the wall says 17 minutes past 7 on Wednesday evening, on a cold Wednesday evening, with a couple for tomorrow. We hadn't any luck today. A couple of disappointed the way they ran. Calico ran into one the first time in running for Nicky Henderson, changed yards. I looked at it yesterday evening, but I just said it might need the run. But it clearly didn't. Money told 4s into 6-4. It was too far for us. Loch Curran, the first race, I don't know what happened to him. He ran terrible. He ran too keen and didn't settle. And Riccardo Medici in Dundalk, the draw bet him. We were in 15 and the winner was in 3. It was the other way around. And we needed an extra mile, or up to the mile and 4 that we won on before. We have one running at 8 o'clock, so hopefully the boys in blue might be able to pull us out of the fire today. I've 2 for tomorrow. First one that I'm just going to show you that, have it at the page open, is Wamalco. That should have won for us the last day. It's even money, it's very short though, so anyone can pick that out. So if you're putting in a double or a multiple included. Now, it's not as good a yoke as we might think, but with Gordon Elliott lately, he has improved an awful lot of horses on their second run. So change of jockey as well. I see Sam Ewing is up instead of Mark Walsh. That might be luckier for us for backing him, but he should have won for us the last time when we were on at 5-2. But there's a horse there in the 2:15. Hard Target. We tipped him and backed him a couple of runs back, and he should have won for us that day, but he didn't. But this is a bad race tomorrow. When you see Fox LaBelle, who I've on the pig sheet months ago, when you see that favourite, this gives a chance. Pity this isn't 2 miles too. I thought that would be his optimum trip, because I did say when it was third, that on the 27th or 29th of September that time, Danny Mullins, I was saying that bring it back 2 furlongs, but they brought it back to 2 miles, and it probably the split the distance would suit it better. But the Appian Way would be a better horse than Fox LaBelle, so I thought that was worth a pint win tomorrow. It's 9-2, 4-1, whereas you have Fox LaBelle 100-30. I mean, we backed that several times, and I said never again. And the 3 o'clock at we have a grand little Mayor's Novice Chase. The favourite is rated 141, 6-year-old, but it went up £16 for winning in the last time on it. And I know it's a listed Novice Chase, but it's a short price. I thought it has to prove that that was no fluke. It's even money, 10-11. I thought at 5-1, I was looking at it there, Kissesforkatie. That's a fairly decent mare and has been for quite a while. And it has 2 runs over chases, over fences. And it was second, and it ran on fairly well to Pictory first time out. And Pictory went on and won the Peterborough Chase there at the weekend in Huntington. And then the last day it jumped great, and it won very snug in Fontwell. And if this was a handicap, we're only getting £2, but we're getting £5. So we're £3 well in. The Skelters I know are going well enough, all right, but I thought this was the time maybe to take that favourite on tomorrow. And it's a place bet as well if you someone wants to do it. It's only 2 places, but it's 6-4 to be a place, or do without the favourite. I'm sure you'd probably 9-4 without the favourite. There's the 2. A shout out to a few newcomers on the bus. Sam, that's all we have is Sam, Ashley Harding, and Ian Compton, or Compton. We say it's Compton, but we say Compton around here. but he could be Compton. But whatever. We have Bandinelli, I said, at 8 o'clock, so maybe he might do the business. Just Christmas is coming up, and Christmas Day, the bus is not going to be idle, but I intend to go to Dublin. For years, when I lived in Dublin, I used to go to the RDS, where they used to be giving out free dinners to the homeless, and I used to go there for a few hours and help out. And I haven't been there the last few years, but what I'm going to do this year is Christmas Day, I'm going to bring the 16-seater bus with me, and I'm going to head off from the west at about 7 o'clock. But I'm going to bring food, and probably get to Houston Station hopefully around 9. I'm going to get one of them that to feed football teams with, and fill one of them with soup and one with, I don't know, maybe chicken curry or beef stroganoff or something, and make some sandwiches. And we might bring a couple of flasks of water, hot water, and a bottle of whiskey, and we're going to drive around for maybe 3 hours and to see the homeless people in Dublin. Can we look after them for a few hours? So if anybody wanted to help out, just leave it in the comments, but closer to the day, just for a couple of hours, maybe from 9 until 12. But if you want 9 to 10 and somebody do a shift, I'll be going up on my own from here. But if anyone wanted to help out in Dublin, it's something, I'm not too worried about getting the dinner myself. I can get something later. So if I'm back around 4 or 5 o'clock in the day, I don't mind. So that's something, if anybody wants to look forward to that. So anyway, that's me, Bash the Bookies, over and out. I'll be back tomorrow evening with the weekly show, myself and my old buddy the Stig. A lot to look back on and a good weekend of racing to look forward to.